Oh, welcome. Johnny Wan here with Over the Top MC. And we're officially counting down to the Achieve Business Explosion in Denver. And listen, hear me out. If you're an entrepreneur, leader, dreamer, or someone who knows you were created for more, you're exactly in the right place. You're not going to want to miss this opportunity because over the next few weeks, we're pulling back the curtain and introducing you to some of the incredible speakers who are about to light up that Denver stage. And today, guys, you're in for a treat. I'm telling you, joining me today is someone whose story, their message, is going to challenge, inspire, and probably make you rethink a few things in the best possible way. Let me tell you about Sailynn. Hey, she's a scale and system strategist who helps women owners build businesses that don't depend on them. We could probably stop right there, but there's more. Check this out. At 28, she opened up her first business and scaled it to $1 million in just 3 years. But behind the scenes, she was working 80 plus hours and carrying the weight of every decision. It looked successful, was not sustainable. So instead of chasing more revenue, she rebuilt the foundation through structure, systems, and a strategic design. She more than tripled revenue, guys. She reduced her work week to 16 hours, generated, hear me out, $17 million in total revenue, and exited before age 40. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and just bring her onto the stage. Where's she at? Here she is. Oh, there we go. Boom. Sailynn, how are you? Welcome here to Business Explosion.
Thank you so much for having me. That was quite an intro. No pressure.
No, hey, listen, I'm sitting here going through this thing, and I'm just imagining the structure, the systems, the strategy, the clarity. You're going to help these service-based businesses reduce owner dependency and build businesses that generate revenue without consuming their lives. That's what everybody wants. Hey, listen, I know I gave them kind of the bio, the whole thing, but what's not on there, Sailynn? Or help me pronounce the name.
Sailynn, like sailing on the ocean.
Sailing on the ocean. Sailynn, what's not on there that these women, these people need to know?
So here's what's not on there. That's probably going to be that kind of slap in the face is if your business still relies on you in the daily operations, you actually have a liability on your hands until you get yourself out of the daily operations and have your service business running without you in the operations. That's when you are actually building an asset. And so right now, what I'm seeing is so many women that are getting offers on their business for sale, and it's either pennies on the dollar or contingent upon them staying. And it's because the business relies on them. And so we help get them out of the operations so we can put more money in your pocket now, live your most epic life, and plan whatever you want to do for the next couple years of your life.
Wow. And you're going to be, I'm going to see if I can remember, you're going to be our keynote speaker for Friday night at this Achieve Business Explosion Conference. And we're going to get to hear how you went from the hustle hamster wheel, CEO architect, to freedom designer. I'm pretty sure you're going to be exposing some myths, right?
Most definitely. You know, my first business was a franchise, and I bought that business in a box for a reason. But there were so many things that I learned that they didn't tell me. And so what I'm sharing is all those franchise secrets and why franchises do so well, paired with my unique positioning and frameworks that's going to literally allow you to scale your business to whatever level that you want with only working part-time hours. So I will be the keynote on Friday morning. So come rested, come ready to dig in. It's definitely an experiential keynote presentation. So bring a notebook and get ready.
Oh, I love those. Sailynn, from the outside looking in, $1 million business in 3 years sounds like a dream. But in the intro, behind the scenes, it was a different story. What did success actually feel like during those 80-hour work weeks?
Oh my gosh. Here's the thing. When I should have been celebrating that $1 million, instead I was sobbing in my car at 9 a.m. after working a shift for a caregiver who had called out sick. So that'll show you what success looked like internally. On the outside, everything looked perfect. People saw me with a successful business. They saw me well known in the community. We were number one in our territory. Everything on the outside was unicorns and rainbows, but on the inside, it was very dark and sad.
Yeah.
And, really, I know firsthand, having owned a senior home care franchise, that no one at the end of their life ever said to me, I wish I had worked more. And that's why I've made it my mission to help women build a business that's not only worth something and an asset, but allows you to live your epic life now.
I love that, right? Your business was designed for one reason and one reason only, right? Was to help you achieve your life's goal, your mission, your whatever that is. I'm curious, what was that defining moment, that moment when you realized, this isn't sustainable? And more importantly, what did you start doing differently that most business owners still to this day are not doing?
So the defining moment for me was in 2010 when I was literally sobbing in my car. And it was really a mindset shift, because prior we all say like, oh, I'm going to fix this, right? Or I'm going to do better at this. But we eke back to our old ways, right? But that was literally like the line in the sand that I crossed over. That was like, no matter what, something has to change. And unfortunately, a lot of those times I see with women have something to do with some sort of medical thing, right? So something happens to them medically. Maybe they end up in the hospital from stress or fatigue or whatever, or something happens to a family member. We want to prevent that, right? We want your line in the sand before that. And then it almost is like magically overnight when you draw that line, that things start shifting, because you start looking at things with that wide angle lens of, why is this team member asked me the same question for the 10th time this month? And I just want to stick a fork in my eye about it. And you really start thinking when we work together is, okay, we're going to fix this one and done. I have a framework called the one and done delegation method, where you literally, once you fix it and delegate it, it will not come back to you ever, because you have handed it over. So those are the different things that we go through when I work with clients. And that's what gets you out of the operations.
Wow, that sounds like the price of admission alone right there. One and done. Are you kidding me? Hand it off, set it and forget it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Hey, I got to tell you something, because you're a systems person. I love chess. I love strategy. I learned it a while back. System, I'm an acrostic acronyms kind of person. You may already know this, but system saves you stress, time, energy, and money. And if you want to pluralize it, put an S at the end, sanity, right? Oh my goodness, right? So here you are, right? You say scale should create freedom, not more work. What's a belief about scaling that most entrepreneurs are buying into right now that's actually not right, and that's actually keeping them stuck?
So I think the myth is that, hard work equals success. But let's face it, right? If hard work guaranteed success, then every single business owner out there would be a success, because we all work hard, right?
Right.
And I don't know about you, but I don't see a lot of like gazillionaires walking around, right? And so hard work is not going to guarantee you success. And that's what I was always taught. We've been brainwashed that by most likely our parents, our society, hustle culture, and all of that. And it's actually, yes, you need to work hard to build a business. But if you're not working on the things that actually move the needle and get you closer to where you want to go, then hard work is not going to get you your definition of success. And I just want to say that is what is the first thing I do with every single client. What do you want? What does success look like to you? Because if you don't know, I can help you build the biggest business that you want. But if it doesn't feel good to you, what's the point?
Wow. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Reminds me of so much, and we can go a whole nother rabbit trail. But I'm going to try to stick to this thing, because here's the thing. I mean, we're going to be in Denver in roughly right at a month. We're right at the 30-day mark, and these business owners that are going to be coming, the business owners that are feeling like they're stuck, and what's sad is that the ones who need to be there probably won't be there because they can't leave their business. But for the business owners who feels like everything depends on them right now in this very moment, that feels heavy, like they're just, running in quicksand, what are you going to help them walk away with in Denver that could literally give them their time back?
So that's such a great question. So having worked in healthcare for 13 years total, I can tell you that you can leave your business for 2 or 3 days, right? Like nothing's going to fall apart that's going to cause anyone to, get hurt or die, right? So if you really truly are at a point in your business where you need the help, make it happen. Block your calendar now, be there in Denver and get there, because the people in the room are going to be the ones whose eyes are going to be wide open to the simple shifts. See, here's the thing is I like to compare myself to like a high performance race car mechanic, right? When you have a race car, you don't go in and take out the whole engine. No, you go in and you fine tune the amazingness and that success that it already has. And so that's what we're going to do in Denver. We're going to talk about those fine tuning, those tweaks that you can make to your current business. That's literally going to give you that extra edge. That's going to get you out of the operations, be able to scale, have a better mission-driven team. All of those different things, they're not big overhauls. We're not putting in a new engine. We're taking what you've already built and we're just fine-tuning, tweaking, improving performance. And you're going to look at things completely differently after this weekend between my talk and everyone else over the weekend.
Sailynn, I love the name, by the way. You could not have set this next question up perfectly. And you may be reading my notes. I don't know. But I love having I love having fun, right? One of my mentors said that people rarely succeed at anything unless they have fun doing it, right? A guy named Dale Carnegie, you may have heard of him. But having a little fun with this. If your business today were a machine, now you've already answered this one, the race car. What part of that race car did you have to stop being in order for it to finally run smoothly and at a high level?
I think one of the things that when you think about with the race car, right, is they hire professionals to come in and look for the opportunities, right? That 1% to 2% tweak that's going to allow them to get an extra 10 miles, per hour of performance or speed or whatever that is. And that's the thing, right? Like you've already had the success in your business, whether you're at $10,000, $1 million, whatever it is, you have some success. What you need is just to look at it from a wide angle lens. And what I love about events like the Achieve Conference is if you can come and fully unplug, meaning like have confidence that nothing's going to fall apart for a day or two, right? And shut your phone off and just listen to what you're learning, have conversations, then your brain is going to be able to see the things that you can't see when you're in the day-to-day operations of your business. So once you get on that plane, once you get in that car, just shut it all down, unplug, pay attention, and I can tell you, guaranteed that you will walk away with some performance tweaks that you're like, I never even thought of that, but it was like smack dab in front of my face, right?
Sailynn, what you just said right there, right? That's the difference, right? Between owning a business and being owned by one, right? If you've ever felt like your success is costing you your life, like you mentioned earlier, that's exactly what she just said. That's why you got to get in the room. Earlier, I mentioned about playing chess. I love playing chess. But one thing I've noticed is that when I watch other people play chess, I see things that they can't see because they're in the thick of it. They're right smack dab in the middle of it. And you just might have made a whole lot of people rethink their business model right there. I mean, I want you guys to take this and come back, watch this on the replay, on the recording, and get a notepad. There's been tons of, I call them writer downers, that have already been dropped. And so that curiosity, I'm telling you, it's gonna convert into ticket sales. I can't wait to see who all is there. Sailynn, as we wrap this up, I need you to sell the conference. You've got a 30-second, 45-second, 60. And I mean, we're going to be with, they call her the, what's it called? The queen of pitch, right? Forbes Riley's going to be there, right? She's going to be one of the main, she's going to be the special keynote. But sell these people on getting their, well, you just talked about it, but what's that thing that they have to do to make sure that they're in this room?
So if your business doesn't run without you and you're not at the revenue level that you want to be, and the next revenue level seems like, how am I even going to get there because I'm already maxed out? You need to be in this room, because what you're going to walk away with is these different outside perspectives of things that you can't see when you're in the day-to-day. You've tried all the duct tape and the band-aids and the hacks and the tricks and the fixes and all of that. And that's great. That's gotten you to where you need to be. What you need now is to hear from the people who've done it and built the systems and built the frameworks and are helping other people do it. Because in business, the ones who get to the top are the ones that can go and value investing in themselves and their business, knowing they're going to get quicker, better, faster results, period.
Wow. Yeah. I'm telling you guys, if this conversation didn't make you want to grab a notebook, a plane ticket, go ahead. The register is up there. No, I think it's down there. I think they put it down there in the chat. Go ahead and book your ticket, grab your plane, grab your hotel. I'm telling you, I don't know what's going to make you want to make that shift. If this conversation alone, we've already had one with John Register yesterday. Go back and watch it in the feed. That's another one you're going to want to watch. Listen, information can inspire you. And let's be honest, we're surrounded by information. Proximity, getting in with people in this room, that's what's going to transform you guys. So if something in today's conversation spoke to you, challenged you, or even stirred you just a little bit, where that little voice inside saying, I need to be in that room, I need you guys to trust that. So join us. Join Sailynn, myself, John. We're going to be with Vanessa, with Raymond, with Forbes in there. Join us in Denver next month for the Achieve Business. Okay, come. Sailynn, I told this to other speakers. Yes, we're going to meet some amazing speakers. You're going to be speaking. I'll be emceeing on the stage. But the other people that are going to be in the room, some of these friendships, some of these new, there's no telling what other businesses are going to be formed because of the people that you meet in this room. So come meet the speakers, meet the other incredible attendees that are going to be there. They're growth-minded leaders. And most importantly, put yourself in the environment conducive for a breakthrough and help you get to what's possible, right? What Sailynn said, what got you here won't necessarily get you there. Guys, hey, listen, I'm going to be the MC, over the top, Johnny Juan Ortiz. Let's connect, johnnyjuan.com. But more importantly, we want to see you in Denver. Sailynn, thank you so much for being on here. I can't wait to meet you in person.
Thank you so much. And I can't wait to see each and every one of you in Denver. After you see this live, come see me in Denver and be like, I saw you live and I cannot wait to be here. I have something special for you if you come see me.
Yeah. Hey, listen, I just put your link down there below, but how else can they find you? How else can they connect with you?
You can connect with me on all social media platforms, even TikTok at Sailynn Doyle. So look me up on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, send me a message. Let me know that you're coming to the conference and I will bring you something special.
Thank you so much, Sailynn. I can't wait to meet you in person.